What is going on, guys? So, we're live right now. You know how we do it. Share the live if you're just joining us. Share the live, share the live. What is going on, guys? If you're just joining us, you know what to do. Drop some W's on the chat. Drop some W's on the chat while I share this live to as many people as possible. Sharing it to the Telegram community as well. We're live right now. Don't miss a thing. Don't miss a thing. Share the live, share the live. We're looking good for a move on Xauusd. We're looking good for a move on Xauusd. If you're just joining us for the first time, you know what to do. Share the live. Let's trade London session, New York session. Let's trade New York session. Drop some W's if you're just joining us. Drop some W's. Sharing it to Instagram as well. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. So, you know how we do it. If you're just joining us for the first time, I am Pex, and of course, I've been a trader since 3 years, and it has been a profitable journey to this point. I've trained over 55 people to get funded, and over 300 people are profitable. What we're going to do right now is do a live breakdown as we do. But in this live breakdown, we're going to be talking about only two pairs, which is XAUSD and GBPUSD. Now, why did I choose these two pairs? Because number one, XAUSD is very fast, and GBPUSD is a pair that I've understood, I've mastered, and yes, I understand perfectly well about GBPUSD, at least to a tune of 65-70%. So I can tell you for sure what exactly I'm expecting on GBPUSD, and there's a huge chance it's going to happen. So if you're just joining us for the first time, click the like button, share this video to as many people as possible, and of course, subscribe. Let's get started. Drop some fire on the chat if you're ready. Drop some fires on the chat if you're ready. If you're ready. If you're ready. Yeah. I see you finally trading gold. Yeah. For my this person should be a long time follower. Then, you know, I don't trade gold, but then I look at it as something as I want to trade gold, but I don't know how to trade gold. So what should I do? Learn it. Learn how to trade gold and then do it. All right. And I'm learning it. And I'm learning it. That's just it. I'm learning it. Now, GBP USD, we're looking good on GBP USD, and we're going to see how it goes. I like all these messages. I like all these messages. I like all these messages I'm seeing right now. These people are here. They've been with me for a long while. That's to tell you for sure, for sure. I know my people. My people know me. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. Yeah, I don't trade gold like I said. Gold gives good BP, but at the end of the day, if you know how to do it, you're going to make good money. That's one thing I understand. And I never discriminate gold. It's just that I don't know how to trade it. All right. But now I'm trying my best. I'm learning it. Almost since I started following you, I've not been trading gold. I've been watching your videos for more than a year. Damn. Gold gives BP. Of course, it does. But if you put your mind and amount you cannot lose, of course it will give you BP. Even GBP USD can give you BP. I like this. I like this. I like this. Before buying any prop firm, I watch the review from you. I like that. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. That is my goal. I want to actually be one of the best reviewer of prop firms in this space. Like unbiased prop firms, and at the best of it all, giving you guys good information about them. Because at the end of the day, I suffered for more than 2 years to understand what prop firm is. Like literally, I suffered for more than 2 years to understand what prop firm is because of their shaky rules and all that stuff. And now that I understand it, now that I'm funded, now that I've gotten payout, bro, I can tell you for real. Because I wanted to give a review on funding pips, I had to buy their challenge. Like I had to buy their challenge, and this is the account. This is a $255 payout, and if you scan this code, this is a $10,000 account. And yeah, I got a payout from them. I understand what they are doing, and I'm going to be dropping a video about them soon. Just watch out for this space. Subscribe to this channel and join my Telegram. I'm dropping a lot of updates there. A lot of updates there. I want everybody to be funded. Speaking about funded, one of my students just got funded today with Good Funded Trader, and it is the exact trade that I'm talking about on this GBP USD. It is the exact trade. It is this exact trade that he used to pass his account. As you can see it right here from GBP USD. I'm currently on this trade as we speak, and I'm holding it all the way. I'm holding it all the way. All right, I'm holding this trade all the way. But do a prop giveaway. Let's see. I'll see about that. I'll see about that. I'll look into this. I'll look into this. So now live will be above 5K views. Amen. I'm looking forward to that. Total subscribers we have right now is about 6,000 subscribers. So for 5,000 people to be live is going to be really, really hard. But nevertheless, we'll keep going. So let's dive straight into the chart for the exact reason we are here. Now I'm going to be doing a breakdown on this trade, GBP USD, to show you guys exactly how I took this trade and why I entered and why I am still holding. All right, I'm going to do a breakdown on this and then my breakdown on Xauusd and what I'm expecting. Currently, I'm actually expecting this market to start buying. I'm expecting this market to start buying. That is Xauusd to buy. That's what I'm expecting Xauusd to do. But then I'm going to look into it when I'm doing the analysis. So let's dive in. This exact trade that he used to pass. Let's dive in. Let's dive in. Now, what exactly? We're going to start with Xauusd. We're going to start with Xauusd. Now, what exactly am I expecting on gold? Now, looking at gold right now from the 4-hour time frame, before we go into this today's market, let's talk about yesterday's market. Yesterday, I made an analysis on gold and I was expecting gold to actually do a buy to the upside, which it actually bought, and we're good to go. Yesterday was 18th. We're expecting gold to buy to the upside, and it went, which was a good one. And now, today, we're expecting gold to do the same buys. Now, early this morning, I was expecting the market to buy, and it did buy, but I missed out on the entry for gold. I am expecting a buy on gold earlier this morning. Now, why did I actually see that buy? How did I see that buy? Guys, this buy I'm talking about. This is the buy I'm talking about. This is the buy I'm talking about right here. This one right here. Now, let us talk about this buy. Then I'll break down this one using the same system. Now, look at this. Look at this clearly. If you can see my screen drops on fire on the chat, if you can see my screen drops on fire on the chat, I hope your account is ready, guys. I hope your account is ready. It's either you're trading with a prop firm or you're trading with a broker account. And the broker I recommend is Octa. You can use the link in description, fund your account, and join my VIP team literally for free. If you want to join my VIP team, that is my VIP signal where I send out all this trade literally for free. If you want to join it, you're going to join it for free. All you have to do is subscribe and join using the link right there. Get your account up with Octa, fund your account, of course, any amount you want, and join. Once you send a message to our WhatsApp, the WhatsApp is on the Telegram. Once you send it to the WhatsApp, you're going to be joining us immediately. Just follow this criteria and you join us. Let's go. Now, what I was expecting on this guy, the first one was this. The first one was this one, and I was expecting this market to come down here and then do a break and a retest here and then buy to the upside, right? But there's a reason why I didn't buy. I didn't take this trade anyway. Why? Because there was a reason why I did not do that trade. Even if the market was in my zone and everything, I did not take the trade. Why? Because of one thing. The market wasn't in session. The market wasn't in session. My dad is calling me, guys. I'll be with you guys in a bit. Just give me like 5 minutes. In fact, 3 minutes. I'll soon go back again, but then let's continue. Now, this market, I did not enter this trade because of one thing, and that is because I was not working with session. The market wasn't in session. Now, why was the market not in session? Because look at the time here. Look at the time here. Look closely to this candle here. Did you see where this candle entry came out? Tell me, what time can you see below? What time can you see below? What time can you see below? You're going to see there 8:30, which is 20:30. You're going to see there 20:30. 20:30. You're going to see 20:30 right there. The moment you see 20:30, you already know, okay, this is 8 o'clock. Now, XAUSD works in majorly almost all the sessions, but these are the 3 time zones you need to understand. Number 1, it works in Asia session, in London session, and in New York session. Now, if you've not entered any trade before and you're looking forward to a trading opportunity, then try to work in Asia session, London session, or New York session. It is most volatile in New York session. But then gold is just a wild pair. London session, New York session, and Asia session. All right. Now, this guy by 8:30, it is not in any of the sessions. Because 8:30, New York session is by 2. All right. And it is most volatile from 2 to like 5. By that 8:30 is already like in the night time. The only time I'm going to be expecting to trade gold is by after 12, like 11, 12, in the night. If you're looking forward to trading what's the name? You're looking forward to trading Asia session in the night. What time do you go live? Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notification. I go live daily, 2 p.m., which is New York session. The time might change. That's why you need to turn on your post notification and subscribe. Now, if the market is at that time, like 2:30, then there's a chance that the market might not go according to direction, even if your analysis was correct. Now, that is the major reason why I didn't enter. But mind you, the market might still buy. It is gold. But the only thing there is, because I have set this system down, I'm going to follow this system. Do you understand? Because I've set this system down, I'm going to follow this system. Do not trade when it is not in session. Of course. Now, what I did there is I allowed the market and I just placed to see if it is actually going to go up, to mark out my entry. And then the market started going up a little bit, but then it hit stop loss. But guess what? This is how you will know that trading session is very, very important. Number one thing you're going to realize is the market is most likely going to come back to that your zone and buy. I'll take that again, but let me set my phone for some recording. If you're understanding, drop some one in the chat. Okay, guys, I'll need to go now. I'll be with you guys in like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. My eyes are on gold, bullish. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be back. Go nowhere. I've not gone yet. I'm just like taking an excuse because I need to go and open the gate, right? But he's not yet ready to drive out. Now, look at this. Look at this. So that means I'm going to still go again, but that just stick around, This is something that happens when you're live. So if you look at this, you're going to realize that the market has gotten to this spot, but then because it wasn't in session, the market started misbehaving. It started misbehaving, right? And then one thing you will use. One thing you use to know that your system is actually correct is you're going to see that the market is going to be giving you the same zone, the same movement. Now, I'm expecting a buy on Xauusd, and this buy, we can go in as we speak. The buy is looking good. It's looking good. Now, why are we looking for this buy? Why are we looking for this buy? Let me just do a rough breakdown because I think this market is about to do the buy. Now, the first thing we need to observe is this guy has done a break, a retest, and this is on a major zone. Now, if you come to the 1 hour chart, you're going to realize that in as much as it did that break and retest, we are still ascending, but we are in the middle of a support and a resistance. I will enter this trade if only the risk to reward makes sense to me. I will enter this trade if only the risk to reward makes sense to me, because risking on gold is like you're risking 100 pips, 50 pips, and all those stuff. You have to get a good risk to reward if you must do all of those things. All right, you have to get a good risk to reward if you must do all of those things. Now, this 4 hour time frame, what would I do in this situation? What I'll do in this situation is The market has done a break and retest, just like this one beneath. It did a break retest. This one now did the same break retest, and then we got to the upside. Now we are on the same zone. The question here is this double top going to hold, or is it going to keep buying to the upside? And now, according to structure, looking at it from the 1 hour time frame, we can see that the market has created the double top already. But at the same time, it is on the major support which it bought before. So now looking at this, if you get down to the lower time frame, which is, let's say, the 5 minute chart, is the risk to reward reasonable enough? Let's see. I'll need to go now. Tell me, do you think this risk to reward is good enough for us to enter for a buy on Xauusd? Let me know in the comment section. This is a risk to reward. Do you think it's going to be a good one? While I go and come back, I need the answers. Let's go. I like this. Okay, guys. Now look at this. I like what just happened right now. Do you see? We made a decision. And the moment we made that decision, you can see the trade immediately is going against us. But then that is why you have to have rules. That is why you have to have rules. You need to have rules. Trust me, if a missed trade is better than a trade who has broken his rule. A trade you take that breaks your rule, nah, it's not a good trade. The trade is going against you already. But then, as long as you don't enter the trade, then you're good to go. That is why I said, what actually is good here? Is this a good risk to reward? To enter here, you're risking 170 pips to get 259 pips. Is it a good risk to reward? It is not a good one. You need to get at least 1 to 3 or above that. This is gold. Gold can do that in the twinkle of an eye. Gold can do that extremely faster than you think. So you trying to risk 170 pips to get 259 pips is not making any sense. I see all the answers here. No, no, no. Why? Because all of you have learned. It's good. Because the target has to be 1 to 3. Exactly. The target has to be 1 to 3. The target has to be 1 to 3. And the SL should not be that big. Of course. Do you understand? Do you understand? At the end of the day, you become a profitable trader not by just sticking around, but by following your rules. You become profitable trader not by just playing all the technicals and everything, but by dropping a rule. There are set of rules that can actually keep you profitable. Set of rules that can actually keep you profitable, not because they are ultimate rules, but because they are rules that is going to keep you afloat, keep your profit rolling. Do you understand? See the way we avoided a loss just now. Somebody WPEG strategy. WPEG strategy right there. If we had not followed the system, if we had not followed the plan, there's no way we wouldn't have gotten stopped out. Now imagine if we decide to enter the trade right now. If we imagine and we are here to enter this trade right here, does this still make any sense? It doesn't, because the risk to reward is not good as well. At times I hear traders say it took them 2 or more years to get profitable. Exactly. You know why? It is not because it was strategy, but due to the mindset. And let me still tell you, profitability is not a timing. It is not a timing. It's not. It can take you 5 years to become profitable. And that is you 5 years of disobedience, 5 years of strong head, 5 years of not following your system. Because if you have a good system and you stick around it with 5 years, you should be talking about buying a house. You should be talking about buying a house. I've been trading for 3 years, but I got my system in, like, I've been using it for 2 years. And the result has been massive. The result has been massive. Do you understand? The result has been massive. Now I'm going to answer this question. How can I trade when I'm doing 95? The question here is, what type of trader are you? What type of trader are you? Now, if you want to trade when you're doing 95, there's a huge chance you're not going to be with your phone during the day like this, right? Now, what you need to be doing is you need to put your mind to trading either gold or Gbpusd in a way that even if you're at work, your alert will be working for you. You need to have the peg strategy, because this is where you place your trades, you follow your system, and you allow the market to work for you. You're either going to be a swing trader or an Asia session trader. Do you understand? You're either going to trade an Asia session or a swing trader. Now, peg strategy gives you an understanding of how to swing trade and also how to day trade. Do you understand? This is things that if you learn, you're going to be able to adjust your 9 to 5. If you're going to work by 6 a.m., then you should tell yourself, okay, I need to be awake by 12 to be able to look for analysis and trade gold, Asia session. But then if you're using the peg strategy to trade Gbpusd, no problem. All you have to do is set your alert. The moment you get those alerts, you execute your trade and then you forget about the trade. Your alerts are going to be the one to direct you. If it hits stop loss, you already know it hits stop loss. If it hits break even, you already know it hit break even. If it hits 1-to-1 risk to reward, you already know it is time to break even. If it hits take profit, you already know your market has closed. That is what I call systematic approach to trading. So you don't have to get glued to the chart. You'll be looking at your market like this. It's buying, close, it's selling, close. No, you will not last. You won't last. You won't last. That's why it's not really advisable to put your mind down to something, to a system that you're not ready to follow. Get a good strategy that's going to align you, and there's no way you won't get your first payout and consistently move those payouts to the top. All right. So you can see Xauusd is buying, which is good. But then because it is not according to the system, which is the risk to reward, let it go. Somebody W go in the chat. Let it go. You can see Xauusd is buying, which is good. But as long as it is not following your system, let it go. Do you understand? Let it go. It's very important. Because the market will reward only what? Good strategists, not traders that are just going to be looking for risk to reward good profit anyhow. No, 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 no. We want strategic approach. Speaking about strategic approach, that is the exact way one of our students just passed his account. He just passed his account. Phase 1 and phase 2 done and dusted easily. And of course, he did that today. Let me show you a screenshot. He just passed his account today, right now, with GoFunded Trader. I don't know if you can see that. He just passed it right here with GoFunded. Passing it gave him that confidence. Let me look for that next screenshot, which he did. This was where he was on the trade right here. It's an $8,000 account. With GoFunded Trader, as low as $8,000, you can get it and then start trading. Start trading. I think this is his phase 1. This is the phase 1 where he passed the phase 1. You can see it right there. This is the phase 1 where he passed the phase 1. And then he head on to passing. You can see it, phase 1 passed. And then head on to passing phase 2 today. He passed phase 1 on the 16th of this month, which is February. And now today is 19. He's passing phase 2. Somebody drop congratulations in the chat. Drop congratulations in the chat because you're going to be next. As long as you're in the team, you're going to be next. Drop congratulations in the chat. Because it is not easy. You passed phase 1 in 3 days ago, and now you're passing phase 2 ASAP. You congratulate others until it is your turn, and of course, you'll be congratulated as well. That is the goal. It's not easy. Now, he's about to get a payout because now he's funded. He's about to get a payout because he's funded. That is the goal. He's about to get a payout because he's funded. The mentality now should be, my payout will come gradually. Don't rush the process. Don't rush the process. You've done the hard job. Pass phase 1, pass phase 2. It is time for you to get this back. Make good money. And of course, with PEX, it is possible. Getting this type of payout is child's play. We'll get this one as well. With an $8,000 account, I'm looking at $100, $200, and you're good to go. You don't have to increase your lot size too much. Just get good money, secure it, and see what the payout feels like. If you're yet to still get your own account, you know what to do. You know how to do it. Straight up, head on to GoFunded Trader, get your account ASAP. Let us see how much an $8,000 still costs. Let's see how much an $8,000 account costs. The 2-step, $8,000 costs $59. And like I said, there's a discount right now, which you do not want to miss. There's a 35% discount side-wide, which you can definitely use and then get your account. Then you join the team. Of course, there is a huge chance you're going to get your own first payout. Remember what I said. My goal is to get 100 traders funded and 100 payout each. At least one trader, one payout. And yeah, we're pretty much moving. And there's a huge chance it's going to be done before the end of this 2026. The 30-day bootcamp is coming. You don't want to miss out on anything. Put your eyes to the game. Let's make it count. So now, one thing you should look out for is, let us check what Gbpusd is doing. Like I said, my bias on gold is we're looking to buy. And as you can see, the market is flying to the moon. As you can see it right here, the market is going to the moon. You can see the market is buying, which now one thing you should understand is My bias was correct. I can easily break even on this trade, and it's no longer a matter of stop loss anymore. Break even on this trade is no longer a matter of stop loss anymore. It is a matter of if the market reverses, I'm going to get break even. Do you understand? It's no longer a matter of stop loss anymore because the market has gone in profit enough that I can actually break even. And I'm waiting patiently. But like I said, if the risk to reward is not rewarding enough, don't trade it. Because of what use is it if you're getting a one-to-one for gold? Nah, this pair can give you easy 500 pips. 500 pips easy. So why should you go for one-to-one? Now, with that being said, my analysis was I was expecting this market to buy to the upside because it is at the exact spot which we bought from the previous time. And I was explaining the trade why I didn't buy from here. I didn't buy from here because I said the system was followed, but the market was not in session, which means I wouldn't trade it. But the fact that the market wasn't in session made me avoid the trade. And it came back to this same zone after doing everything, and then it went to the upside. Thereby, I missed out on this entry, but if I was to enter this trade as at 5 o'clock, my stop loss should be here, and my take profit should be around here. That's going to be a 1 to 2.7, closely 1 to 3. Do you understand? Once I get a good risk to reward like this, I'm good to go. At least above 1 to 2.5, 1 to 3, or even more than that. I missed out on this one because I wasn't awake to catch it out. Right? Now, I was expecting the market to buy, which thereby it came here. It didn't tap into my zone. It didn't tap into my zone right here. And I was targeting to go to the upside, which the risk to reward wasn't rewarding enough, so I didn't buy. I didn't buy. And we are having it. Now, heading on to GBPUSD. Heading on to GBPUSD, what is my target and why did I enter this trade? Now, I'm going to break this down. GBPUSD is a pair that I've been trading for a very long time. In fact, it is part of me right now and I can't let it go. It's a part of me right now and I can't let it go. Why? Because I kind of understand GBPUSD well enough. Now, let me break down this trade for you. Why did I enter this trade? I'm going to explain it. Now, looking at this market right now, you can see that this guy is downtrending. Somebody write downtrend in the chart. The market right now is downtrending. And for the fact that this market is downtrending, it means there is one thing. And what is that one thing? We need to be looking for lower highs. Lower highs. Lower highs. Now, what are lower highs? This is the pullback after a lower low. This is the pullback after a lower low. Do you understand? A lower high is the pullback after a lower low. Let me check if I'm still recording this stuff. Now, why do we need a lower high? Because that is where the market is going to be going into our zone. We need a lower high because that is where the market is going to be going into our zone. And that is exactly what I needed for a sell right here. But before I talk about this exact trade, let's talk about that of yesterday's. Because this same trade, I broke it down for you guys yesterday. If you were here yesterday, drop 1 in the chat. I broke down this exact trade for you guys yesterday. Thereby, I said I was expecting GBPUSD to sell, and I sent out the trade to the Telegram community. Of course, I do have a Telegram community, which I drop a lot of updates and everything. The link is in the description right there. If you want to get an account with GoFunded Trader, the link is in the description. There is a 35% discount. Grab your account right now and start getting funded. Of course, afterwards, you join the 30-day funding program, and let's make it count. Now, I'm expecting this market to do this pullback into the zone, and it actually did. Look at the pullback. it broke. I told you guys I was expecting a break, a retest into the zone, and a sell-off. And that's literally what happened. A break, a retest, and a sell-off. We were live, and then we saw a break. We were live, we saw the break, and then the retest started happening in front of us. But then we ended the live, the retest happened, and then it dropped massively to the downside. Every update was sent to the Telegram community. Now, because we have that in mind, that is the same system we used for this guy. The same system we use for this guy. That is why you see, you don't panic. And if you observe this chart well enough, you're going to see it is the same thing that happened here that is happening or that happened here. Why did I say so? Take a look at this. The market broke and then retested, but instead of respecting that zone, it broke above. It started going high, right? Playing above the zone until we got that double top, and then a break, a retest, and then boom. Do you understand? Now look at this one right here. Now look at this one right here. The market did this break, right? Retest, but then it started playing around only for it to go up the same way it went up here. Created the same double top that it created here, and then this time it started dropping. I don't panic on GBPUSD because I think I pretty much have an understanding whereby I know what I'm expecting on this chart. I don't get carried away by emotions or by what the market is just doing. No, I want to see what I want to see before I do what I want to do. Do you understand? I want to see that which I want to see before I do what I want to do. Now, the same system is what we used for this. The market broke, retested, created a double top. The moment I saw this tweezer top, I sent out a sell-off. Now, my entry was from this region right here. And then my stop loss is above here. 20 pips above, take profit is here. Can you see the risk to reward is very nice and it's good? It's rewarding enough. Do you see that? It's rewarding enough. All I need is a 1 to 3 weeks to reward, which should be around this zone here, and we're good to go. But I know that it's going to come down here and hit take profit. So it's a matter of patience. It's a matter of patience. Like I said, all break even has been done. It is a matter of patience. Now, if you look at the 4-hour time frame, which is going to be closing in the next 9 minutes, the 4-hour candle is going to be closing in the next 9 minutes. Take a look at this imbalance. You see the way the market is, it went up here 72 pips. There's a huge chance it's going to fall down back here 72 pips. Simple as that. Once I click on this line, I'm good to go, and I'll call it a day for GBPUSD. I'll call it a day for GBPUSD. What's gold looking like? Gold is still going to the upside, but my interest is currently on GBPUSD. If you have any question, rain it down. If you have any question, drop it down right now. The goal here is to get funded. The goal is to get funded, and we're going to try as much as possible to achieve that. We're going to try as much as possible to achieve that. 2 p.m. every day, we live stream. If you're missing anything, subscribe, turn on the post notification. I'm going to be dropping updates as we proceed. In absence of any question, so what am I expecting for GBPUSD? I need the market to keep going down. This is the 15 minutes time frame. I need it to keep going down. I'm going to set the take profit alert here. I'll set that take profit. I'll put there TP2. And I'm expecting the alert to happen today or tomorrow. So once it taps into the zone, TP2 is done. We're done with GBPUSD. Question? Do you still use same strategy you used to trade gold? Now, there's a little bit of advancement in the strategy for trading gold because gold is quite volatile and it is not providing us with the regular strategy approach. That is why I said I am learning how to trade this gold. So understanding it is quite different. It's quite different than uh, the strategy I used to trade GBP USD. Do you understand? Understanding it is quite different. It's quite different. Now, do you can I still enter GU as same entry, second entry? I don't think so. It's not really it's not looking good right now for a second entry right there. It's not looking good for a second entry right there. But let me take a look at that first. Let me see. No, it's not looking good for a second entry. Just chill out. Allow if you've entered from here already, let the market do its thing. If the market decides to go back into this zone here, this is where you're going to be looking for second entry after a double top. After a double top, you should be looking for a second entry from here if you must enter a second entry. This is where you should be looking for the second entry. If you have, like me, my entry is here and my take profit is here. So if you're looking for second entry, then your entry should be from here, not from here, because the market is just, now it's just reacting. It's just reacting. What about GJ? I don't trade GBP I prefer Xauusd to GBP. This is what I mean by this is what I mean by I built this shit. I built it. $1,200 because the account size is over six figures. This one is $255 because the account size is 10K, which is five figures. Which of them would you choose? Six figures, five figures. Of course, it has to be six figures. As I said, go get an account and, of course, make your own payout count. March 1st, we kick off this live trading session. We kick off March 1st. Join the 30-day Payout Bootcamp. This is where I'm going to be showing you the exact system, my exact plan, and also my six-figure funding plan. This is the exact plan that I use to get funded over six figures. Because there's say $5,000 for $5. Make your research, man. Make your research. Make your research. Make your research. Make your research. That's just all I've got to tell you right now. Regardless of how small $5 is, it is money. Make your research. It's very important you do make your research before you just dive into any kind of firm. I come here, I recommend good firms because I've tested those firms. I see how those firms works, and I can tell you, I know that these firms are firms that are good enough that can serve you good. Don't not because of $5 you rush in. If the firm is good enough for you, good. If it is not good enough for you, no problem. Before I talk about any prop firm here, I make my research. And if it gets to the point of me buying an account, I'll buy the account and then trade with them. Let me see how it goes. So for me to drop an update here is a verified information. It's verified information. But it's on good funded, one for pay later. Now, yeah, good funded pay later. I don't think that their pay later offer is still on again. Their pay later offer, I don't think it's on again, but it was on when I did that breakdown. This one is quite different because they will tell you use $5 to come in. You just register with $5, and when you have passed the account, you pay the full fee. Not $5,000 is worth $505. No, you will pay the actual money at the end of the day, but this time you're paying it for the funded account. You're no longer trying. You understand? You're no longer trying, and still yet make your research. In order for you to grab a 35% discount on GoFunded Trader, you know how it is. You know how it is. Link in description. I see it's still there. Okay, you can still use the link in description to get it, and you're good to go. Please, what is the full TP value on GBPUSD? Full TP value I'm looking at is 70 pips. What's the name of the platform that denied your payout to save souls? At this point, I really cannot tell you because I agreed to a contract. Do you understand? You know, the moment you sign up with any prop firm, you see that place they talk about agree to terms and conditions. If you don't read it, you don't know what you've entered, right? But then it is not a difficult something. It's not something that is crucial, like a cult. No, it's not a cult. It is not something about your life. It is just the information you put out. And you know, I'm a creator. I post, I make content and all those stuff. You get me? You get my point. I can easily make, you see the way you're asking me now, what is the name of the prop firm? If I tell you the prop firm, it means that you're not going to buy their account again. But then it is my fault. Do you get? I'm not trying to discriminate them, or I'm not trying to make you not buy an account from them again. No. Some people are getting payouts from them. But because I was denied a payout doesn't make the prop firm bad. Like I said, I broke their rule. I broke their rule. And if you break the rule, you get the consequence. It is normal something. If you break the rule, you get the consequence of breaking the rule. So I'm not going to come here to tell you, oh, this problem is bad because it did. No, it doesn't make any sense. Unless the only time I'm going to call out a prop firm, which I've not done before, is if I follow your rules, make money, and you deny me of the money with one flimsy excuse. And I've gotten a lot of information concerning one prop firm that does that best. They will come, they will tell you, they will emanate a new rule. The moment you're passing the account, they'll tell you, okay, you use too much this, you use too much that, your account is going to be breached, this, that, a lot of stuff. But for this one, I broke the rule. They didn't do me any foul play. If they had done a foul play, trust me now, I'll drop a video for them ASAP. But in absence of that, there's no need to talk about a firm that could get me into trouble because I agreed not to talk about it in the sense of keep it to yourself. But now I decide to talk about it and spoil their name. Does it make any sense? It doesn't. Whereas I was the one at fault. So you have to understand at this point. I don't understand. What do you have to say about Dapo $80 saga? What, break it down. $80? Wow. What happened? Literally, I don't put my mind in all these stuffs. Like if I'm done with my Instagram account, bro, I don't care. What saga? Like this is the first time I'm hearing this. I don't care. Like if you're trading with funding pips, I got to pay out for funding pips, but there's a secret I want to tell you. A guy said he flipped $80 to $120,000. What? 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 Damn. That means it should be the broker, right? Should be the broker, right? Damn. They refuse to give someone their money because they flip $80 to $120,000. Is that possible? Azar, like, damn. $80 to look at this way. $80 is how much in Naira? $80 is about, let's just call it 100,000 Naira. And you flip 100K to more than how many millions is that? Is that possible? Damn. 6 hours! Even if you're trading gold, bro. It has to be a glitch. It has to be a glitch, bro. It has to be a glitch, bro. Even if you show me the trading, even if you show me the trade idea when you enter the trade and how the market was moving, it has to be a glitch. Nah, $80. If it was $8,000, I can believe. If it was $8,000, I can believe. But $80 to $120,000, nah. There have to be a glitch for it to happen, even if you're trading gold. Like, how many pips is that? Even for $80, there's no way you're going to be using a standard lot. So let's assume it's possible because it's very volatile in January. Gold is very volatile in January. Well, if you say it's possible, but then in 6 hours, nah. Do you know why I said nah? Let me make you understand something. For somebody to fund $80 in his account, not $100, 80. Number one, the person don't really have so much money, right? Now look at this. Take a look at this. Look at this, guys. You fund $80. Now look at the idea. You are in profit. Look at this. See, look at this. You are in profit of $80. From $80 to $10,000. You did not close out. Hey. $80 to $10,000. You did not close out. $20,000. You did not close out. $30,000. You did not close out. Nah. 40,000. You did not close out. $50,000, bro. That is more than 70 million naira. From your deposit of 80,000 naira, you took it to 70 million. Okay, even the 100K, you still did not close out. So what actually made you close out at 120K? Think deep. The only way he could have closed out at 130K is probably the system closed him out. Probably the system closed him out, and he was closed out. Do you know what it means to flip $80 to $1,000? You're closing out with excitement. Let alone 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. You did not close. Even at 100K, you did not close. Nah, it's not possible, bro. There is a glitch, and that glitch was crazy. But then, that is why I say getting a good broker is very, very good. Because, see, if I remember the time where Xness had that glitch, a lot of people made a lot of money. And they paid out. So, but then, not everybody are the same. Not everybody are alike. Getting a prop firm is going to give you leverage. It's going to give you good money. And you're going to make good money. All right? In order to get a broker that I trade with, I'm trading gold with this broker. Use the link in description. Simple as that. Octa, you get yourself good. And if in order to get your first funded certificate, all you have to do is very simple. Register with Gold Funded Trader, buy their account, and make good money. We are good. We are still in blues. We are expecting the market to sell down. As you can see right here, the market is down massively, about 50 pips down. But like I said, if you're looking for re-entry, this is where you should be looking for re-entry, and just be patient. I'll see you guys in the next one. Tomorrow, I'll drop some updates for our live trading again. Tomorrow is Friday. Thank God it is Friday! Peace out, guys. If you enjoyed this session, take a screenshot, post it on Instagram, and tag me. I'll repost it. Tomorrow is Friday. We go live again. Every New York session, I want to be trading live with you guys until we kickstart the game, and that is going to be March 1st. Tomorrow is Friday. I'll see you guys later. Thank God it is Friday. Peace, innit? Peace. 35% discount with Gold Funded Trader. Link in description.